Okay, it feels like it's getting colder today, even though it was getting warmer for the past couple of days anyways, and it damaged a lot of the seawall. A lot of it is actually closed off, unfortunately. And what I read today, I guess this was unfortunate with that argument between the Ukrainian president and the US president yesterday. I guess the war and stuff is continuing, huh? How about this one, unfortunately, where there was another attack? As it says here, at least 7 people have been injured in a Russian overnight drone attack in Ukraine's Kharkiv region, medical officials said on Saturday. The attack damaged the medical facility, residential buildings, shops, and other civilian infrastructure facilities. Rescuers and volunteers worked to clear debris after the assault. Local authorities report that one of the drones hit a 3-story medical facility, causing a fire on the roof. I suppose it's those Shahed drones that's been in the news a lot too, and it does say here, 154 Shahed-type drones were launched against Ukraine overnight. Ukraine's Air Force said with 103 reportedly being shot down and 51 lost without causing damage. The on-the-ground attacks come as Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky travels to the United Kingdom for talks with UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer for talks ahead of a crisis summit of European leaders on Sunday. So, no end in sight. Then again, I guess you could argue if the US is going to pull out, let's just say, their support, it will end pretty quickly if they have no resources or anything too, I guess you could say, for Ukraine. But during these times, there are people who profit from it, of course, unfortunately. And this one here says American company secures major contract to supply Ukraine with 6,000 anti-jamming drones. The American company NEROS plans to send 6,000 Archer FPV drones to Ukraine, with delivery expected within 6 months. The contract follows a highly competitive tender process that began with 260 companies and included several rounds of rigorous testing, with the Archer FPV ultimately emerging as the winner. It says the Archer is an 8-inch FPV drone capable of carrying 2-kilogram payloads for up to 20 kilometers or more. Designed for both day and night operations, it is built to withstand adverse weather conditions. The drone features multi-frequency control and a broadband video transmitter. While jamming remains a challenge for all drone manufacturers, NEROS has demonstrated strong performance in overcoming this issue. The company's custom-designed radio receivers and a year-long study of conditions in Ukraine set them apart from other American drone manufacturers. So it's kind of interesting anyways, because a lot of manufacturers would just focus on things, for example, like flight time or the ability to carry certain payloads in these situations, whereas they're actually focused in trying to prevent the drones from being jammed, I guess you could say. It says the Ukrainian contract does not include warheads, as Ukrainian forces plan to use domestically produced payloads. However, NEROS, in partnership with Kraken Kinetics, is developing specially designed warheads, emphasizing the importance of integrating drones and warheads for optimal performance. Well, again, I guess there's no end in sight, with this, unfortunately, and manufacturers do make money out of it, I suppose, with the ones that provide equipment for war purposes. I guess on a lighter note, this was kind of interesting. There was so many videos of Tesla cars driving in, I believe, China, and it seems like it's a demonstration of their full self-driving system. And you can see in some of the videos, people just seem real casual, and it's kind of interesting, I guess, looking at the screen in terms of all the types of cars it has to recognize and potentially navigate through. And one of them was kind of interesting in regards to this, as you can see, it looked like there was a lot of traffic. Holy smokes, that's even intimidating, just trying to drive the thing manually like that. But I guess the system's navigating through this. Would you actually trust an automated car to drive in situations like this? I don't know, watching this kind of reminds me of those viral videos where apparently in some countries there's no traffic lights. I'm like, wow, how do you get by? And it kind of looks like this. Although with that said, funny enough, a lot of people, when I ask them, are you okay, for example, riding in an autonomous car, people actually get freaked out over that, in the same way on how if you ask, for example, if someone's willing to go on a ride in a drone, for example, like a passenger drone, a lot of people similarly, they would feel real uneasy even if they're used to flying in something like an airplane or a helicopter. So I don't think people are ready yet, but it's getting there, I would think anyways. And it's just kind of crazy to see how much data the thing has to analyze too in order to get going. Alright, see you guys later.